right, so the untouchable True School Sports Empire. Y'all know the rest, man. Listen, the bell just rang. The fight with Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios went 12 rounds. It wasn't a fun fight to watch. It was, at first it was. Ryan Garcia got a knockdown in the first round. Ryan Garcia actually looked for the whole first half of the fight. It looked like he was going to get a knockout. He didn't. Barrios did what Barrios always does. He sat there with his hands in a high guard in a real wide stance, and he didn't really seem to have any real game plan for Ryan Garcia. He landed a couple of stinky body shots here and there, but nothing too crazy. So, barring a robbery of epic proportions, Ryan Garcia should finally be a WBC welterweight champion. But I'll tell you this, what has happened to the 147-pound division? What has happened to the welterweight division that we all know and love? Because this ain't it, man. Mario Barrios has been one of the sorriest champions in boxing for a long time. Ryan Garcia will become champion, but really, he beat Mario Barrios, so there's a whole lot to prove still once he wins this fight. But nonetheless, the good thing for Ryan Garcia is that at the very least, he's gonna be able to call himself a world champion, because when you talk about Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, he's the only one of that crop that to this point hasn't won a world title. So when they announce it, he will now join those guys as fellow world champions, and we'll see. Shakur Stevenson is ringside. I really believe that Shakur Stevenson is going to hop in the ring and call out Ryan Garcia, because Shakur Stevenson doesn't actually want to fight anybody he's supposed to fight these days. So we'll see how it goes. But smash that like button, guys. I'm waiting for the decision. Leave your comments down below. What did you think of the fight? Do you guys think I'm hating? Do you guys feel like Ryan Garcia came out here tonight and gave us 12 rounds of the sweet science of boxing? What do you guys think? We're just moments away from him being crowned a world champion. And then, it started off real promising, but it wasn't particularly a great fight. And, that's what tends to happen with Mario Barrios in his fights. He sits there in a high guard, in a wide stance, and he don't do anything. It's almost as if Ryan Garcia or Barrios doesn't want to be champion. He almost hates being champion. He'll be relieved that he wasn't champion no more, So I can't wait to relieve him of the belt, because he's been waiting longer than I have, What do you guys think? As far as other fights in the division, here's the scorecards. Here we go. Here's scorecards.
We go to the scorecards. Tim Cheatham scores it 119, 108.
Oh my God.
David Sutherland has it 120 to 1.
Shut out. Watch them.
Steve Weisfeld scores it 118 to 109. All three scores to the winner by unanimous decision. And no!
There you go. Ryan Garcia has finally become a world champion. He beats Mario Barrios to win the WBC welterweight title. It's been a long time coming. Congrats to him. And wow, good riddance, Mario Barrios. Good riddance. Good riddance, because he doesn't fight like he wants to be champion or stay champion. So Ryan Garcia relieved him of the belt, and that's what this was. You guys see you see this whole crowd? This is all one big transaction of Mario Barrios just handing the belt to Ryan Garcia, So let's see what Ryan's got to say. Let's see what happens. Let's see if Shakur Stevenson gets in the ring. Let's see if anything interesting happens here. You got Mauricio Suleiman, right there with the belt. I talked to Mauricio earlier today. I had a chance to interview him. He's still very confident about the WBC's place in boxing, despite Zuffa Boxing, signing Conor Benn and making some big splashes. But Ryan Garcia is the champion, and Mario Barrios is not. So therefore, although the welterweight division is still trash, it's a little bit better now. It's a bit better now. That Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia rematch, I feel, now becomes the biggest fight in boxing. But here we go. Here's Ryan Garcia, Chris Mannix.
A championship before. You said for a long time that world titles didn't mean all that much to you. What does it feel like now being a world champion?
Here we go.
It feels great, man. It feels better being a child of God.
There you go.
My Father in heaven, you guided me all the way through. I wouldn't be able to do it without you, Lord. And to give all praise to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
All praise to the Most High. JC. Jesus is King.
I'm dedicating this to my dad, though.
There you go. Ryan Garcia hands the title to his dad. Shout out to Henry Garcia. You know, been there since the amateurs. That's how it's supposed to be.
A brilliant performance. And then you go out and you pitch a near shutout on all the scorecards. Was this the performance that you were looking for?
Oh yeah, it was one of the ones that I wanted to show, you know, my whole arsenal. I believe it was like a master class, but I should have got the knockout, to be honest.
There you go.
I got to grade myself.
Ryan Garcia being very honest and forthcoming. You should have got a knockout.
But I hurt my right hand. So guys, it wasn't just a left hook. Y'all were saying left hook the whole time. I see my right hand working tonight. But it was a great fight. You know, Mario's a tough warrior. You know, I got respect for him, fellow Mexican American, and you know, we put on a hell of a show.
Talk to me about that right hand, because you came out in the opening round. And
That's true. For all the talk of Ryan Garcia's left hook, it was actually the right hand that was more effective tonight than the left hook.
And he was underestimating that shot from you.
Oh yeah, I mean, early in my career, all my knockouts were with the right hand. I just had to.
Hey, shout out to Oscar De La Hoya. Golden Boy Promotions got themselves a new world champion. You know, it ain't all bad in Golden Boy.
Working really good today to the 6th, 7th round. But other than that, you know, it went well.
During this fight, this was going to be a classic Ryan Garcia fight, but this felt like a new version of you, going 12 rounds.
It was a new version of Ryan because he had Mario Barrios, the Mario Barrios bag in front of him.
My amateur pedigree, you know, I can box. You know,
This is true. People forget that Ryan Garcia was one of the top amateurs in America.
I didn't want to get too ahead of myself. Mario was countering a lot of fast shots. Could have caught me in between the shots.
Mario landed a one solid body shot in the 4th or 5th round that got Ryan's attention.
So I took my time in there and picked my shots.
You said Mario was a tough guy. He is a tough guy. At any point during the fight, were you surprised that he was taking so many shots?
Yeah, I thought he was going to go. I'm surprised.
I think Mario made a decision tonight, guys, that like win or lose, he wasn't going to get stopped. And sometimes when a fighter makes that decision in their mind, it's, you know, they go the distance at the bare minimum. So he at least showed in defeat that he was tough enough to go the distance with Ryan Garcia, but always been one of the most limited champions in boxing.
Like it was written on the story, you know what I mean? It was something, it's something that I wouldn't want to any other way. You know, there's a special relationship with your father, man. If you got your dad telling me you love him, you know, and I love you, Dad. Thank you for everything. I love you all my heart.
There it is. Beautiful stuff, you know, Henry Garcia. Rolly's about to go up there? So, okay, so I got informed of my good old Abram Martinez over there that apparently Rolly's going to go up there. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Maybe Rolly and or Shakur Stevenson.
You guys know what I talk about, but keep your eyes on Jesus, man.
That's right.
Protect the children.
Protect the children. Keep your eyes on Jesus, damn it. Let's go.
You're a world champion as well. That's a pretty good negotiating position to be in. As you look at your next fight, what do you want it to be?
You know who I want. He's right there, Shakur Stevenson. Let's go.
Oh, Ryan calls out Shakur Stevenson. Where's Shakur at?
And
There's Stephen Poland. Is that Stephen
I
Poland?
fight Devin Haney. I fight Shakur Stevenson. I'll fight anybody. Let's fuck it. Oh.
Shakur Stevenson, Ryan. Shakur Stevenson was on our own broadcast earlier.
What about Rolly?
Right now.
He don't want to fight Rolly.
The thing is, like, you gotta have some type of punching power to get me off you, because it'll be a different style, and I'm not gonna hit him like, every time I get, I'm gonna put it on him, you know. I want that fight. Shakur, let's get it. I see you. Hey, I like the hat. You look fly, but I want that work. Let's get it.
Congratulations, outstanding performance.
Thank you.
So there you go. Ryan Garcia calls out Shakur Stevenson. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, Ryan Garcia is finally a world champion after all these years, after all the Instagram videos, after all the criticism, after all the scrutiny. At the bare minimum, guys, if he doesn't do anything else, he became a world champion. Granted, it was against Mario Barrios, so we could take it with a grain of salt, but we'll give him his due. You know, it's hard to be a world champion. You know, only fighters know how hard it is to be world champion. So, guys, we'll be going live on True School Sports roughly like, I don't know, I'm going to say like an hour and a half from the time I drop this video. So look out for the live, and I'll see you guys soon.